Hello, today, Harley Benton, and we're gonna do it a little bit differently. We are going to unbox it and then show you clips, because I can't show you clips before I've unboxed it. That doesn't work. I will try to do this all with minimal talking, because I just come from a flu. My throat hurts like hell. Let's see if that works. I'll have to say some things, but first, take it out of the box. Truss rod adjustment tool, 3 Allen wrenches, screw ball, wiggly. This is the HSS version. Is this a screwable wiggly? It should be. Now, Harley Benton has not had an HSS in a long time, forever. There's never really been HSSs, and I really pushed for that. And I said, you should make an HSS with a hardtail, locking tuners, roasted maple neck. That would be an amazing beginner guitar. That's on the floor. This is with the trem. Wilkinson. Trevor Wilkinson knows how to do things. We got a roasted maple neck. We got lockies up there. Locky tune skis. Which, knowing the Harley Benton brand, tuners should work fine. A rather thick trem block. We're not gonna take the plastic off here. Slightly, very slightly curved heel joint there. Beautiful fake binding. The top on this is rather plain. It varies, okay? Actually, in the camera, it looks a little bit more stunning than in real life, I have to say. Oh, it depends on the angle. Let's see. No problems in the top. Tough to see how many body parts we have. Now we can see it here in the grain. 1, 2, it's a 3-part body. Rather nice looking neck. I assume this is a GraphTech, but from the Pro Series, Canadian maple neck, ivory dot inlays, wooden binding, 25.5 inch this long, 12.008 this thing radius, if you care, 42 millimeters. Yes, it is a GraphTech Tusk, 24 frets. We got Roswalls in there, 1 big one, 2 small ones. Master volume, master tone. There is a push-pull for the back. I don't expect this to sound very good. It's a Wilkinson WV552K tremolo. Jinho staggered looking die-cast tuners. Let's see how she comes out of the box. This is something different. A little bit weird. Feels like this should be a little bit further back here. Strange. Yeah, this placement is strange. Like, way far down. This is definitely nice and tight. I like it. Whoa! I mean, you saw me take it out of the box. It's probably not in tune, but it is, in itself, almost there. Now this game begins of me stretching out the strings. This is something you have to do when you get a new guitar. Nobody does it at the factory. It's just how it is. Frets are, first impression, frets are scratchy, as they always are on Harley Bentons. You can either go to your drawer, get out your fret polishing system that you might have from Lizard Spit or D'Addario or Ernie Ball or anyone else who makes a fret polishing system, Dunlop, or literally just play it for a few hours and then that goes away. There's no dangerous sharpness, but the frets down here are also not ultra smooth with the fretboard edge, as you would expect at a guitar sub 500. Up here? Nah, it's nothing to worry about in any way. So first impression comes out pretty well in tune. Just you had to get the whole thing up. If you're thinking that I get these prepared from Thomann, specifically picked ones for my channel, I had a hunch that is something they would do. Told them specifically don't do it. And also they're not doing it because I sometimes get ones that really have some issues. And also they wouldn't send me one with a plainer top. They have definitely way more flamey tops than this. They would have pre-picked something a little bit prettier. So let's look at it. Okay, so we've technically covered the specs. It is 449 euro in the US, a little bit more with shipping, depending on the dollar and all this. But you're for under 500 bucks, you're getting locking tuner, which I just used rather effectively, to the point, dum, bam, bam, done. Most strings do not even have a single winding. They're not just locking tuners, they're staggered locking tuners. I had a guitar here from a custom builder worth 3,000 bucks. He sent me 2 guitars and they had non-locking, non-staggered tuners. Makes no sense. If they can do it on this, it most certainly can be done on a guitar for 3 grand. So I sent them back. I said, I'm not reviewing this. I'm sorry. Make better guitars. It's a fact. Graphtec Tusk is great. You have to like the cream dots, but of course with the NFT, no, not NFT, NTF, FNT, same thing. Color, something flamed natural. It makes sense. It has a look. The look is, isn't it the Guthrie Govan look from Chauvel? Something like this. Bang for the buck with a Wilkinson. Let's see. Can go up a little bit. It's not recessed, but where are we? Pretty good. Already have a hunch that these single coils are a little bit much, a little bit too top endy, but that is, since we now covered the specs and the price and the first impression, what we're gonna find out. I'll play it. Action is okay. Oh, no, we can do something there, which is why we have the stick tool. It's called the stick tool because it is a frickin' stick. And it is called the stick because you stick it in, yes, the truss rod wheel. And I'm going to tighten the neck. That's so much easier than doing anything up there. We can hear the wood going crick, crick. Ooh, that might have been a little bit too much. Let's see. Yeah, the frets are a little bit scratchy. But again, that goes away. I'll loosen it a little bit because the action's almost too good now. Whoa. I mean, ridiculously awesome action on this. Something neck shape. Off we go. Some amps. Over here. I don't get Strat single coil vibes out of this. There's something round in the mids that I'm missing. I might not know what I'm talking about because I've been running a fever for days, drinking tea, not coffee. And what do I know? Want to see what Leslie got me almost 10 years ago? Henning, how about a nice cup of Shut the Fuck Up? One of the first gifts I ever got. Now I married her. I'm still not shutting up, baby. Wow, that's love. I like the sound. It's a little bit spiky, especially on the top E string. Yeah, it's in between. Someone said, learn some songs, you're just playing scales and chords, which technically is what songs are. To which I rebut, shut the fuck up, like the cup says. And also, I don't know any songs. And if I knew some songs and played the songs that I knew, you would say, you're playing the wrong songs, play better songs. So internet, go away. I gotta admit, I'm ooh, because usually I would never use the middle by itself, but that all of a sudden has a rounded top end with a nice mid punch there. That's weird. I think I might have to get that saddle up a little bit higher, and then that E string will sound better. It's a little bit too stuck, a little bit annoying, but let's see. No, it doesn't matter what I do here. It's just never right, is it? In single coil mode. It's actually not horrible. Definitely a huge variety of sounds. Some of them do sound like a cheaper guitar. They have that top endy brightness without any mass under them on the high strings, on the fiddly ones. It is the sounds of a cheaper guitar of this type. For me, for example, the single cuts from Harley Benton, the SC550, clocking in at way less than this. They sound like pretty adult, mature instruments in their form. Like they sound like pretty damn good single cuts without any compromise. Here, the compromise is there. If you're buying a higher level instrument, you will not get that top endy kind of fizzliness. Is it pickups? Very likely. They are the crux. However, I think for what you're paying, you're getting a pretty well-rounded guitar there, and the playability is just whoa. But let's see how she fares if we give it a little bit of drive. I'm gonna kick in this drive here, for which I have to. That's the Kernum. Here we go. That's actually really not bad at all. Honestly, the first HSS instrument where the single coil in the middle is so different in sound that it's a very usable extra tone. I definitely feel a top indie brightness on all settings. That's a little bit too much. There's a piercingness in the top end. But let's go into other amps. Let's start with the Soldano because it's there and it's on and it's number 2. Go to the Morgan MVP66, which is, classic Rocky. Let's crank that a bit more. It's that thing with the baby drowning or something, but not quite. There's something woolly now about that sound. Okay, we move on to the Mini Plexi, which sounds like so. Yeah, there's something. There's too much top end in everything. It's nice, in time, at times, but then it's too much at others. Moving on to the ENGL Artist Edition. There's some lack of roundness, and everything kind of moved to the up here. I never feel that a tone knob is the solution for that kind of top end. Because, well, it shouldn't be. And you're not really making it just a little bit. You're taking away a lot more than just this. So tone knob is a stylistic tool, not really an EQ tool, if you ask me. So, that being said, $449 is still a very fair price for this. I think I usually never go and say, well, better pickups could help. In this case, I think they could. I do, in this case, think that the pickups are the culprits for all the top endiness. I don't see how it could be the guitar. Solid tuners, good nut. This is Trevor Wilkinson says, it's where the strings are attached to the instrument. Here it's one of his bridges. Decent tuners attached right here with a graph tech. We know that's good. So the top endiness has to be the pickups. Setup was easy. Playability, great. Looks, modern, straightforward, working machine, a good tool. Sounds, missing some down here, a little bit much up here. Nothing you can't work with. To get this, it's probably still a good idea because the guts, the bases, the pillars are there. You will not get a guitar for $450 with a Wilkinson, roasted maple, all this as a starting point. But I have to say, in this case, it feels a little bit like a starting point because pickups should probably be one of the things that down the road, down the line, it will make this guitar better. That's my opinion. It's my first impression. You saw the process. Ouch. I'm gonna film the next video now and die. Links below, please use them. And animals at the end.
Give me a sundown, tell the light. Give me just one long night. Watch me